You know, that's sexy and all, but I'm pretty sure I picked a date with the big-breasted library girl, not this anime nonsense. Oh, hey, hi, how's it going? I'm not playing anything. Yeah! I'm playing something with violence and gore! And it's made by D3, apparently. And Tamsoft Corporation? Oh, it's Onechanbara! Seriously, how long is this loading screen? Okay, there we go. Hey folks, I'm CPC Gamer, and yes, welcome to Let's Play Onechanbara, a sequel to the PS2 game that adds quite a lot of content, but somehow cuts a lot more corners. Anyway, let's go. The main mode of play is Story Mode. Free play lets you do any level with any character. We're gonna go with Story Mode, because it has some interesting limitations. Now there are 5 difficulty settings, and personally I'm gonna go with Hard. It feels like how the game should be played. Make your own jokes about that one. Character-wise, we have Aya and Saki, the duo from the first couple of games. There is a third character, we'll be meeting her in a few missions, and a couple of others because I kind of bought the DLC. Yeah. Jet Set Radio! Wait, no. Actually, this isn't cel-shaded, it's just really low quality. Did we just clip through her character model? Seriously, what's up with that? Oh, hello, reason this game was made. You can see why you guys didn't do this bit as a text scroll. You know, I'm sure hope that scene ends well. Last game I played with a shower scene like that, there was this woman with needles in her hands, and she came out and she tried to kill me. That's a Fatal Frame 3 joke for you guys who didn't get that sort of thing. Oh, personal space! There, I'm dressed. Fans turned ugly at this year's Call of Duty launch. Which is a joke that sadly will probably end up staying relevant forever. Yeah, we couldn't really license Battle Without Honor or Humanity, so listen to this and kinda imagine that we did. And I don't know, that was a pretty good story and intro as far as budget games go. I mean, it's better than Zombie Hunters 2, where Europe literally didn't get one. What is not good and okay is the loading times. We do have this little zombie killing minigame, but these screens still break the flow. I do love it when games give you stuff to do on the loading screens, and this is a lot better than wailing on Noel in the last game I played. There's no reward for it though, it's just stupid fun. As I say, still breaks the flow though. Okay, so, it's Onechanbara, and our lucky winner is this guy. This game's got a pretty good combat system, I think. So first of all, you have kicks. These are primarily used when you accidentally hit the Y button. Aya can throw daggers, and they're handy for keeping combos going at long range. And you can also dodge into a dagger throw, but that mostly relies on me remembering that's a command in this game. And obviously your main weapon of choice is going to be the katana. Which makes sense, because this is Bikini Samurai Squad, not, I don't know, Kimono Ninja Boob Storm. Because that game was called Red Ninja End of Honor, and it's a pretty good game if you like decently made stealth em-ups. With boobs. Now, there are 1 or 2 more techniques. I mean, you can probably see the yellow gauge beside our character portrait, but we will get to those when we get to those. Oh yeah, one more thing. As with the first 2 games, you don't have to kill every zombie you encounter, just the ones that you want to kill. And this game is pretty forgiving, even on the highest difficulty. Oh, also, Destructible scenery! That's about the limit, though, so... yeah. And, you know, you can say what you want about this game, but... apparently the metal bars also have jiggle physics. What has science done? Well, no, sometimes the monster design is uninspired, but they do cosmic horror very well. Like, just throw some screaming faces on it and look terrifying. Yes, terrifying. I've learned a new word. Not like in LSD, where everything was horrifying. Okay, new mechanic for this game. The ecstasy attack. When the yellow gauge is flashing, you hit the bottom 2 buttons, and you do a special move. It changes depending on who you are, but you're always invincible throughout, though. And you die. You were gonna die for that. It's like getting the last hit in with an EX move, you jerk. And as you can see, I've managed to completely max out my stats, so this is gonna be comparatively easy. Okay, this time around, I'm gonna change it up a bit and use Saki as my main, Aya for my backup. Saki is my favourite character in this game, by far. She's weaker than Aya, and she has a shorter combo, but she has the most variety in her moves, and she is incredibly technical. Also, she was made by a huge wrestling nerd, and it absolutely shows. Okay, so the B button performs a grapple. Thus, a sunset flip! Now, you've got some other moves. You can pull a dude's heart out like Kano. You've got that thing, whatever that is. I think JR used to call it Flash Magic. And a belly-to-belly suplex. Standard zombies can be hit with 5 different moves. Big zombies have 5, and they're a different 5. Animals and monsters have unique grapples, which are hilarious to me. And they put me in mind of... like, with the way Saki is animated, both in the opening cutscene and in the field, she's this ultra-violent, ultra-cute little lunatic. It's, you know, kind of like Android Noodle, if you're familiar with that context. And if you're not, then you probably should be. Okay, yeah. One more thing in terms of mechanics. The sword above my character portrait shows how bloody my sword has become. The more blood on the sword, the slower it moves. You can clean it off with L1. And this is a real-life practice called Chiburi. But in real life, it's more common to properly clean the sword off with a blade. Like, well, you use a cloth, you know? But realistically, we're killing Zambambos, so real life has no place in what we're doing. Alright, I lied. One more thing, and then I'm back to rambling on about wrestling or whatever. This game has absolutely ludicrous loading times. Like, each load screen is about 30 to 40 seconds long, and there's usually like 4 or 5 per stage, not counting the stages that have extra text scrolls or cutscenes. And that adds to a lot of dead space, yeah? So my plan, I'm going to be cutting out the majority of loading screens and irrelevant plot dumps. This is going to play hell with my commentary, both the delivery and editing afterwards, but it means that, well, if I'm not funny, I can go, oh yeah, I left all the good jokes on the table, or something like that. You know? Probably not if I've just explained that comment to you. Oh well. And yes, I know it's contradictory, because I complained about cutting up videos in, I don't know, one of my last LSD runs. But it doesn't count, because I'm going to do it, you know, good. I'm going to do it well. Superman does good. And now I feel like I need to tell a super intelligent joke to make up for that one. Are these birds flying around outside the area boundaries? It would not surprise me. Something you'll learn in this game, the targeting system is all kinds of stupid. Like, you target the enemy that is closest to you, rather than the biggest threat. I mean, you saw in the last stage, I went after the boss's minions, not the boss itself. But you know what? The wacky controls are part of the game's charm to me. this game plays like how a B-movie looks, you know? And that might just be me. Probably is just me. The main part of this game's charm is objectification bordering on criminal perversion, so... you know. But hey, I'm pretty sure that is a slogan of video games. Like, if House Video Game were a thing, their motto would be objectification bordering on criminal perversion, or whatnot. And then they'd all sit around and wonder why girls don't want to join in. And it's a really weird topic that I kinda don't want to get into right now. And I'm glad that I picked up the key for this obviously locked door so I can stop talking. Except to point out that I really didn't need a key to get in there now, did I? So, if you saw my run of Zombie Hunters 2, which you should have done, and committed every second of it to memory, you will recall that the majority of plot is delivered through text scrolls. Appropriately, there's one at the start of this game that recaps the whole of Zombie Hunters 2. I probably cut that out. I don't know, we'll find out come the upload time. Anyway, like the loading screens, I will be cutting out the text scrolls unless it is absolutely necessary. I mean, I might speed them up also, but who knows. Just enjoy the breaking gameplay flow and... I don't know. Read a book. Make a sandwich. Call your mother. Or not, because we are pretty much done. Okay, so this guy is kinda indicative of where the developer's attentions lay. He is one of, like, 5 male characters that appear in the entire series. And while you can customize the girls to friggin' ludicrous degrees, especially in Onechanbara Z Kamura, this is like a dude in a suit. You know, he looks like the template for someone else's character generator, you know? He's also incredibly easy to beat, like even on the harder difficulties. I mean, the tactic is to keep attacking until he dies. He telegraphs his attacks pretty handily, so you can easily avoid most of them if you're paying attention. Even if he does hit you, he's not that very strong. Like you see, you just brute force your way through him. Oh yeah, so this is new for this game. The game likes to deliver plot via this weird visual novel kind of scene. I don't like it, because I hate visual novels. Like, give me a book, give me a cartoon, don't give me this weird paper doll hybrid, you know? Also, this part of the game has no music. I can appreciate silence in a video game, but I will probably drop something in the background because listening to my wonderful voice on its own can probably get pretty annoying. So, this line is pretty interesting plot-wise. Anytime that Aya discusses baneful blood, she only talks about Saki. But Aya has baneful blood too. In fact, in Zombie Hunters 2, there were 6 characters that had baneful blood. I mean, 2 of them died, but that is beside the point. I mean, it could be self-confidence. Like, it would make sense. You know, Aya's cocky to the point she feels she's pretty much invincible. But, I don't know. More likely it's just a plot hole, you know? Like, in this sterling work of fiction. I know, right? It's like how they don't use the same costumes for cutscenes as they do for the gameplay. It's like, I mean, come on, game. There were PS2 games that got this right. What's your problem? Although, to give them some credit, this is all one continuous shot, rather than a series of re-renders like a lot of other games do. Appropriately, I also hate it when games do that, too. You can tell when a game re-renders the whole scene because, like, the physics reset every time somebody speaks. Jiggle physics and hair physics, usually. Although I did play one game where everyone reverted to a T-pose and snapped to attention with everyone's, like, with every new line of dialogue. Oh, the budget came back. Hi guys, how's it going? Oh, that is a really awkward smile, dude. Another what? Another flash grenade? Because I don't see another flash grenade. Oh, I see. Another dude. I gotcha. Also, fixing your tie post-beatdown is one of those just amazing things. It is so cheesy, but I love it. So the first time you play this game, you begin with a fully powered Aya and Saki. And if this is your first time playing the game, you just lost all your upgrades, and you have to do over. So, hey, have fun with that. It looks like that guy has a horn with Saki's blade. And very nice subtle imagery with the big stop right there. That's clever. And that'll do for now, I think. So join us next time for more Onechanbara, and until next time, goodbye!